Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to Porch Time with your host, me, live from JTH Construction Studio. Jamie Fewell's in the house tonight. The lovely, talented, very busy young lady. She's getting ready to have a birthday. I think she's turning 29 real soon. So. What's up, Mac? How you doing, sir?
Forever 29.
Right, whatever. PJ Lauk's on, Jason Burt, Becky Schubert, hello. Real quick, I want to do my sponsors. If you guys missed the show last night, Hour of Hope, we had Larry Ralph Sr. in here and Ted Hayes. Go back and watch that. Those two gentlemen, I can listen to them talk all day long. American Basement Solutions, owned by Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Messmer. All she does is help out at every event we do and shows up and does what she can. 765-341-8911. Reps Fitness, 765-349-5645. Hello, Donna. Tammy, hello. Drink at the Creek concert series is coming up May 7th. Now I'll get back to May 7th in a little bit, but that's going to be a fun night. And I think Rob is going to have both those bands in here. Jamie, you got to go to this one.
Okay,
it's a Latin American fiesta night out there.
Yes.
They're going to have margaritas, I heard. Pavel and Direct Contact and Son de Esquina will be in studio at some point in time. And that's the opening bands out there May 7th. So
nice.
That'll be a blast.
See, May 7th, I'll be in South Bend, Indiana, though.
On May 7th? I've got somewhere to be May 7th, too, and I'm not going to be able to go because Devin graduates IU that day.
I'm definitely going to make it out to one of those concerts because I've heard they are fantastic and fun.
If you've not been, you've got to go.
Yes, I will.
Bland & Boys Lawn Care. Your yard's going to need cut after this weekend for sure. 765-341-9656. Tell him I sent you to them, and Larry will take care of you. Findhelp.org. Judge Williams brought this to us. It is a fantastic deal. There's lots of things on there to get help for, paying bills, domestic issues. If you need help, get on that site and look around. Of course, Wayman's. We love Mark and Wayman's. They are a mainstay in this community for I think 50 plus years. Happy to have them as a sponsor. Wellspring, that's Bob Goodrum's group. They do a lot for, Wayman's telephone number is 765-342-4339. Wellspring, that's Bob Goodrum's group, 765-346-6661. They handle a lot of the homeless situation in town. Of course, we have Stid's Comfort Systems. It keeps us cool and warm both in here at the same time somehow. 765-346-0195. And then last but not least, Peggy Mayfield, our state representative for District 60. She just finished her 10th session, and she will be in studio Sunday afternoon on Porch Time. So, hello, yes. Tracy. All right, and we turn our attention to the lovely Jamie Fewell. Jamie, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm so excited to be back in studio with you.
It's been a while.
It has been, last year, probably.
I was thinking you, outside of some of the drug shows we do and things like that, you're one of our main, Rob, and one of our main guests that come in.
You've
been in the most.
Thanks.
So I was kind of happy.
I love hanging out with you.
We love having you in studio. And you've got like 15 pageants coming up.
I've got several pageants, and tonight we're hoping to concentrate a little bit on the Morgan County Fair Queen contest, which is going to happen June 11th this year.
So that's not far off.
It's right around the corner.
That's not far off at all.
So we're currently looking for contestants. Applications are now being accepted at the fair office. And we're looking for girls between the ages of 14 to 21. 14. This is the youngest we've ever taken.
Really?
14. Usually it's between 15 and 16, but we're bumping it down to 14. So we had some girls interested last year, and we want to make that open to them this year. So you can be a princess at 14.
Really?
Yes.
21, is that a normal age? Is that the normal age?
That's the top.
Cut off?
Yeah, we're looking at, Queen 21. We just, a couple weekends ago, Samantha Trusty, our current Morgan County Fair Queen, competed at the Indiana State Fair contest.
Okay.
And did really well. And
she did well at that?
She did do really well, yeah. And that's the main thing. As I took over as director last year, we're really trying to grow this program and make it something special for the women in our community.
Right.
And so we're trying to get sponsors. We're really trying to get the community involved with this organization and grow it so that when we go to the state fair contest, that we can be one of those top women.
Be competitive.
Yes, be competitive.
Mm-hmm. I helped Jody when she ran it the first year for the fall foliage. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Rose is coming in. I think she's down at Greeks, actually, or sometime tonight or tomorrow. I had not been involved in any pageants, but it was part of the fall foliage, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But there's so much you guys got to do, and so much involved in this. It's incredible just to think all those girls show up, they walk up on the stage, blah, 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 done deal. You have to do a ton, and then it involves them every step of the way.
Yeah. Pageantry is definitely 100% a sport. A lot of people don't give it that credit, but it is.
Yeah.
Not only physically, mentally. I mean, you just have to be your A game.
Got to bring your A game.
Yes. It's very, very competitive. And a lot of people have this preconceived idea that a pageant is a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
But not necessarily. There are some pageants that are more geared to that, but most pageants are what you've done with your community, what you're doing as far as your career, your schooling. I mean, it's super competitive. I love being a part of it.
I mean, our Hannah Green.
Oh yeah, love Hannah.
The first one I was involved with. And she really put her, it was during a tough time for her.
It was a very tough time for her.
She put her heart and emotions into it and everything else. And she just took the judges. Yes, she did.
Yep.
And she was an excellent queen.
And I believe she just got sworn into Johnson County.
Johnson County.
As a deputy.
Congrats.
I know. Hannah. Awesome, Hannah. If you're watching, congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes. So the judges always look for, like you said, community and how they act as a person. Yes.
You're representing their organization, and that's what they're looking for. So when I go to select my judges, I make sure that I tell them that, we're looking somebody that can fit that part. Somebody that can communicate, somebody who is obviously approachable and friendly, outgoing, but also very educated, because a lot of times at the fair, people go to the queen because maybe they're lost or they're they
have a question about the fair,
and you have to be able to give them that information,
or at least give them direction where to find it. Yes. How many girls did you have enter last year?
Oh my gosh, it was the biggest that they've ever had, and I believe we had 26 girls.
Holy cow.
That competed last year. It was so awesome. So I'm hoping to get that many or more this year.
Right.
So right now, if you are watching, you're between the ages of 14 and 21, please reach out to me, Jamie Fewell. I'm on Facebook, or I can give Kevin my email address. Please reach out to me. We're looking for contestants 14 to 21. You have to be a Morgan County resident.
That's about it?
Really?
That age in the county.
Yeah. Yep.
That should be easy.
We're going to be holding several different workshops. If you feel like, this is kind of out of my comfort zone, we're looking for you. We want you to step out of that comfort zone, and I'm here to help you get past that.
You've been through a couple pageants yourself.
I know. I have. Third time's a charm. I'm telling myself that. Third time's a charm, right?
Just to go out there, you're amazing, because there's no way I could do. And watching the girls, the one that I went to, I'm like, there is no freaking way. And they were nervous. Them kids were nervous. And I was like, I don't blame them.
It is.
But
it's
some of them, when they hit that stage, though, it's on them.
It's
and you can
like
tell.
a natural thing for them. It does happen. For me, myself, I didn't start pageantry until, 3 years ago. I hate to tell my age, but I'll be 45 next week. So I was 42 when I started
perform
pageantry.
in front of 40,000+ people every Sunday.
I did. So, and a lot I people, it's hard
Jamie.
when I tell people that I actually was very shy.
As a coach cheerleader?
I was.
Not a chance.
So I was always kind of lacking self-confidence, and I was always the underdog. But something that I do for myself is I really push myself because I want to live without regrets.
Right.
So I push myself and face fears. It doesn't always work out for me, but at least I can say I tried.
You tried.
So I was still not. I was shy. I know.
I was kidding.
People think.
Lisa Foster, Wendy Prather, you.
Yes. Jennifer Sachs.
Yeah. That's 4 from here.
Yeah.
That's
we
crazy.
have a great representation from Morgan County.
That is crazy.
Yes.
I went to school with Wendy, and I didn't know she was a cheerleader until I got out of the Army, and I was like, are you kidding me? But she was a cheerleader for us for all those years. You know?
So Morgan County, I mean, we're a kind of a secret. We have a lot of great people here in this community, and people don't know.
Nope.
So that's one of the reasons why I took over the Fair Queen, because I want people to see Morgan County as a strong competitor.
Right.
And we have amazing, you met the girls last year.
Yep. They're incredible.
They're scholars and doing amazing things with their life, and there's no reason why we can't be in the top 15.
It was a great bunch of kids.
Yes.
From last year, what I remember correctly.
Yes. So, like, Samantha Trusty is like forensic science, and she's going into...
Yes, I remember her.
I mean, it just blows my mind, the talent.
She's going to ISU?
Yes, she's at ISU. Mm-hmm.
I remember her.
Really soft-spoken, kind of shy.
She sat right there.
Right there, yeah.
And she said, I'm forensics. And I'm like, what?
Really?
What, are you kidding me?
But not only that, I think she's really involving Spanish. Very gifted in Spanish as well. So, I mean, she's just so well-rounded. And then we had Jessie Miller, who is at Notre Dame. You know, I mean, she plays for the Notre Dame band. And, I mean, it's just...
That's not easy to get into.
No! We have amazing kids in this community. And there's no reason why we can't let them shine.
Has anybody signed up yet?
So I know we have a few ladies that have signed up.
Okay.
And our first official meeting is going to be May 10th.
May 10th. So that's just a few weeks away.
Right around the corner. I wanted to get past Mrs. Indiana and
Hello,
then
Mike.
really start focusing on the Fair Queen. So we're going to start May 10th, and we'll have a workshop May 10th. Connie Etter is going to work with me. She's going to be doing some free headshots for the girls. I mean, we're really trying to put something special together.
Good.
So I'm really excited.
It ought to work out well.
Yes.
So June 11th is the contest.
Yes.
But you do a lot that week leading up to it to prepare the kids.
We do. Yes. So we not only do we have to search for judges, but there's a lot of preparing, decorating. We're going to have our pageant this year at the Spirit of Life Church here in Martinsville. Yes, we're really looking forward to them. We worked with them for Fall Foliage Festival last year. Great place to have a pageant. It's small. It's very intimate. The stage is great. So we're very, very appreciative that we're able to use them again this year. So the pageant will be June 11th at Spirit of Life Church. I don't know the exact address on that, but I could get that for you.
I don't want to.
And
it's on Mulberry,
know, it's really simple. You fill out the application. It is available online right now. Morgan County, let me tell you exactly what that is. I do have it pulled up because I knew that I would be asked that. Maybe I can pull it up. I can get that too. Queen? It's Morgan County, Indiana Fair.org.
Okay.
But I will definitely get that. I should know it.
Now, do you have a flyer? So if you got a flyer, post that on the site.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will post the flyer on the site. But it's super easy. It's a $40 application fee. You do have to have a headshot. Once you get that in and I have your information, I will be calling you personally, giving you all the information that we have as far as our workshops, when everything will be. We do host a Queen's Tea the day of the pageant, which is so much fun. Yep. I don't know if you saw pictures last year.
I went. I didn't go, but I knew of the one year, and that was impressive.
It was so nice, and this is an opportunity for the contestants to meet the judges and kind of conversate with them, and then
the judging actually begins there.
It does. It really does.
And people don't know that.
Yes, it does.
That's where the girls got to be sharp.
Mm-hmm. So you have to have your A game from the moment you walk into the tea until the end of the pageant.
Yep.
Because you never know. I mean, the judges are watching you all the time, and they like to see that interaction with your peers.
Yep.
So they're watching that constantly, and that's an important aspect of becoming Fair Queen is how you interact with people. Yeah. So always have your A game. That's a little secret in pageantry.
Well, one thing that I know for a fact is that you always see the Fair Queen and the princesses all around the fair, and they just seem to be having a ball.
They do.
And it's like these young gals that want to try to do this, it's an amazing time.
It is so much fun.
Go out there. And don't they go to the state fair too?
So, no, they don't go to the state fair. Now, the Queen does compete at the state fair for the title of the Indiana State Fair Queen.
Sure.
They're not... they do have a day devoted to queens, but they're not out there very much. But you are out here at the Morgan County Fair. I mean, long hours. This is a job. So you're applying for a job.
Right.
You're representing Morgan County Fair. And
it's a cool tiara too.
It's a fun job. Yeah. I mean, they put you in some fun activities. Yeah. I know last year, Samantha Trusty, she actually did the bullfighting and won. She has a belt buckle to prove it. I mean, it's just, now I'm not saying don't let that scare you away that you have to get in a bull ring to fight bulls. That's not part of it. Yeah. She just, she said, hey, let me do it. And so she went out there, but she actually won.
And she won.
But you get to participate in shows, you hand out ribbons and trophies, and then, concert. I mean, there's so many different activities that the Fair Queen is participating in. It's just a really good time.
They're very busy. I know
they are
that.
very busy. It's long hours, but it's worth it. Many memories making.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
It's been tough on everyone. And I know a lot of people with the way the situation in the world is right now, everybody's hoarding money.
Yeah.
And I get that.
Yeah.
We're have our golf outing coming up, and it's tight for us.
Yes.
But you guys have to function off of sponsorship.
We do.
You need cash.
Yeah.
You need sponsors.
So I'll be perfectly honest with you. My budget to put on an entire Fair Queen contest is $500. That's sashes, judges, trophies, the location to have the pageant. I mean everything. It's nothing. So
where does that $500 come from? From the fairground? From the fair?
Yeah, from the fair board.
So they give you $500, and anything else you accumulate past that is either come out of your pocket or sponsors.
Last year, I think personally, I out of pocket was $800. So I'm really just trying to get community involvement. We will do whatever that business wants. I will personally come and help work your business. I will be Mrs. Indiana for you. I don't know what it is, but whatever.
Between $3,000 and $5,000. You could make it magical for these kids.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a very special event.
And that's not a lot of money.
No, and
but it's just tough times.
Right. And not only that, but just a business in town that maybe wants to sponsor a prize for the contestants, because, they do put a lot of work and effort into being a part of this. So it's nice for them to have some sort of, maybe a little gift basket or something at the end.
Right.
So even if it's not a money donation,
right,
like maybe a little prize donation, we're thankful for.
I can't believe they only get you $500.
That is part of it, and I understand.
The crown cost $500?
The crown is pretty expensive. Those crowns aren't cheap.
No, they're heavy duty.
They start adding up, and
not
the
that
sashes.
I put one on, but I held it.
Yeah, they are.
There's Teresa. Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
The sashes.
Yeah, sashes, judges.
Yeah, got to pay the judges.
The Queen's tea, food.
Feeding the venue.
The venue. It all starts adding up.
Feeding the kids, which I totally dropped the ball on last year.
Yes, you did. Thank you so. Well, you did end up helping with the fall foliage.
I did come back. That was amazing. Finish strong.
No, you did. You are always so thoughtful. Just put. You know what your issue is that you are like me, and it's hard for you to say no. Well, and then you get yourself involved in so many things, it's hard for you to remember.
Well, here's what I told Corey and Beth and Timmy and Billy and Dean, all of them. If I say it online,
yes,
and if I don't instantly turn to Beth and go, "Hey, we're doing this," and at least have it to somebody else.
Yes.
When I shut this off and go in there and go about my business, then like a week later, Beth's like, "You got so and so coming in the studio." I'm like, "Do I?" And you're like, "You said it on air." I'm like, oh boy. So yeah,
we're all guilty of that.
Well, it's called old age.
It is. Well,
so
I'm not saying you're old, and I'm not saying I'm old. I just think it's part of life. So,
yeah.
Yes.
One thing, and I'll be honest, when the girls are out at the fair, they have to cover a lot of the expenses for eating themselves.
They do.
And when you've got 12 to 13 girls out there, there's not a lot of money for them kids to.
And that's another thing. We the Fair Queen, the fair office does provide her with $100 for the entire week to eat off of. Now she can share that money with.
I can spend $100 a night out there eating.
It's very difficult. So we're also looking for maybe a food vendor or tent that would maybe be willing to sponsor the girls a night to eat. Maybe give them a budget or whatever.
And this is something that we could work on this year.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the pork tent sponsor them on Monday?
Exactly. I was thinking that.
On Tuesday. And then they hang out there for 3 or 4 hours.
So if anybody from those organizations want to reach out to me, I would very, very more than happy to talk to you.
You're probably going to bring in more business from their families coming out to see them and eating. Then you're going to hurt. Sure. Then you're going to lose by feeding them kids 1 or 2 burgers or whatever a night.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's just, people are educated about what's going on. And I think it just needs to be spoken. And I think more people are going to be willing to participate or help. Yeah.
But I mean, if I was you, I'd set a goal. I'd say $3,000 and
help us $3,000.
See if you can get to $3,000 and see what happens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, because that's not a lot of money.
So we would like to have some sort of money brought in for a scholarship for the Queen, and any that money will go towards her schooling.
Kylie Pittman, my aunt, usually has a food booth, Spud's Potato. I'm sure she would sponsor them to eat.
Oh, and that's nice, Kylie. If you can give me any information, reach out to me, and I would love to talk to whoever.
That's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Message
me.
Jamie on
Kylie.
Messenger.
I just saw Kylie at the Children's Museum at a field trip.
Oh, really?
Yep. Last week.
So you already know Kylie.
I do know Kylie. Yes, she used to be my neighbor back in the day, a long time ago.
Thank you, Kylie.
Yeah,
well,
thank you.
We got one night maybe covered. So.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
But there's a lot of expense to it.
Yes.
When Jody was running it, and I was kind of on the outside looking in and trying to help her, and she was telling me what was going on and what all. I was like, difficult. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of work, and I don't think if you're not in the mix, you don't understand what all goes into putting one of these things on. It's huge, it's big, and it's expensive, and so any little bit.
So and I'm just going to tell you this as a dad with 3 daughters and 4 sisters, and every little girl wears a crown when they're little.
They do, and
some never want to take it off, but this is their chance, the one chance they may ever get to do this at the local level. And I guarantee you the hard work those kids put into that, it's very fulfilling if and when they win place or whatever, even to get through it.
Yep.
And you can see it on their faces when it's over with.
Yep, absolutely. There is only, a crown for the queen and a crown for the princess, but the experience itself, they gain so much from that.
They seem to all bond no matter what.
Oh yeah, they have a good time together. Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
I've seen that with my own eyes.
I love it.
We need sponsors.
We do need sponsors. So if anybody's out there that is willing to do any sort of sponsoring, please contact me. I'm on Facebook, or my email is jamiefewell@yahoo.com. Pretty easy to get in touch with. So
easy enough.
Yes.
And then you have the fall foliage coming up after that.
Moving on. So not only am I the director of the Morgan County Fair Queen Contest, but I'm also the director of the Fall Foliage Festival Queen Contest. And that will take place this year, the end of July. I think we're looking at July 23rd.
That's not far away, but you got a little bit of time after.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a break, but we'll be in full force from the fair to the fall foliage.
But you also have something else going on for yourself.
Yes.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. So in 2 weeks, I will be competing for Mrs. Indiana.
Again.
I'm currently Mrs. Morgan County 2022.
I did not know you were. See, that tells you I don't pay attention.
I know. Where have you been, Kevin? You are. What happened to you? You were like one of my loyal followers.
I knew you were last year. I didn't know.
Yes. So I'm currently.
Yeah, and they like 2 or 3 years in a row?
Yes.
See,
this is something else. Like, I have a lot of people ask me this. They're like, why do you keep doing this? And I'm like, it's such an amazing process. And I have grown as an individual just in the last 3 years doing this that, like I said, I live without regrets. And I feel like I needed to give it, after last year, I needed to give it at least one last try. I was second runner-up last year.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
it was
that's right.
within
I knew that.
Point.
I did know
it was
that.
crazy, and I had judges that were like, "You should do this next year." It was like so close, and I'm like, "Oh, why did you tell me that?" So then my competitive nature kind of, I'm like, "Oh."
But see, the girls that are gonna enter these contests with you coaching them should know. This isn't chopped liver up here teaching you.
No.
This is someone with experience.
I do have a little bit of experience,
right.
Yeah.
Colts cheerleader.
Yes.
Second runner-up in the state.
Yep.
If you win the state, where do you go?
So if I am to be crowned Mrs. Indiana, I will go to Las Vegas to compete for Mrs. America in August.
Really?
At the Westgate Hotel. Yes. Wouldn't that be so amazing?
Awesome.
Yep.
Second runner-up doesn't get anything. Like, hey,
no, but you know what?
Go back to Morgan County, see you bye.
So let me tell you, like, even though I have been a Colts cheerleader, I did Mrs. Indiana my first year, I was kind of always growing up lacking self-confidence and kind of the underdog. And I've always pushed myself, and these experiences have really grown me as a person. And my first year, I had no idea what I was doing. It was kind of a joke. I look back and I'm like, man, I really embarrassed myself, but it was a learning process for me. Last year I went in, I had goals for myself, and one of them being, and you would never know this, but interview, I am anxiety. I just start anxious.
Well, you've been on the show for other reasons too.
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. If you want to discuss that, to even get to where you are, you've battled this every day.
Yes. So
I know you posted about that the other day.
yes.
Too.
So 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with what's called POTS syndrome. It stands for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Basically, what that means for me, and it means something different for everybody, but for me, my body doesn't produce enough blood volume. So going from any sort of transition, whether that being standing or sitting to standing or laying down to standing, my heart overcompensates to get that blood flow to my major vital organs. And I was passing out. So pretty much not able to live a normal life. I was passing out every time I stood up.
The thing
I
you
couldn't
told
walk.
me that stuck with me was
Yes.
like, imagine running a marathon every day.
Yes. My heart was racing every day like I had just run a marathon. So I've come a long way in 3 years. And that really pushes me. And it allows me to share my story with others who are struggling.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest mission throughout this process is I want to reach other people who are facing something in their life and it's holding them back from living their dreams or going after what they want because they're feeling like it's an obstacle or they can't get past that.
Right.
But I'm proof that you can, as long as you have that right determination, the right mindset, and some cheerleaders to back you up, you can make anything possible for yourself.
And a positive attitude.
Yes, a positive. You always have to be positive.
I think
not always easy.
You have the most positive attitude.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. I
of anybody
appreciate that.
I ever
Thank you
met.
so much. Yeah.
You have a busy slate, but coming up on June 11th is the
Yes.
Morgan County Fair Queen Contest,
Yes.
Queen and Princess Contest.
Yes.
You need contestants.
I
You
do.
need sponsors.
I do.
We're only talking a little bit of money, $3,000 or in that ballpark total.
Yes.
If you can throw $100 to her, what is it? If 100 people threw $100 to her, you'd be covered.
I
Or
would
10
be-
people throw $100
yeah.
to you. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
$100,
yeah, and
10,000.
girls, you know, if you are, this is something that you want to try, I encourage you to come out and, or at least talk to me about it. Don't limit yourself. Really go for this. This is a fun process. I promise you that you will make memories and you will grow doing Morgan County Fair Queen Contest, whether you win or not.
And it's a good time.
Oh,
And
it's so much fun.
yes.
so much fun.
They always seem to have a blast.
Oh, yes. We have so much fun.
Fair week in town is one of the funnest weeks around. And
Yeah.
but there's more. They go to more than just that though. They have a full slate all year. Pretty
Oh,
much.
they
of
do.
that stuff.
They will do the Fall Foliage Festival
Yeah.
parade.
Yeah.
They'll do some stuff in the Fall Foliage Festival parade.
Yeah.
And anybody in the community that wants to use the Fair Queen, she's available as access for this community. So if they, have a special event or
They want the Fair
a
Queen
charity
there.
event or whatever,
Yeah.
if they contact me, we can work something out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's I cannot believe it's coming up that
It's
quick.
fast. So we chose this year to go a little bit early just because it's really hard to find a date during Fair Week or right before Fair because there's so many 4-H activities,
right.
and other things going on like concerts and stuff. So we struggled with that last
June
year.
18th is
June 18th is a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, we're missing that. We're getting before that, so we're good.
I say that I want to make sure I got my June 18th.
Look at you. So yeah, I mean, we thought that if we did it earlier would allow us to crown our queen and then prepare her for the Fair Week and then also for the Fair Queen contest.
And she needs to come to the concert.
State Fair Queen contest. Yes.
And hang out there and walk around.
100%.
She has to do that.
We will make that happen for her. That would be fun, as long as I can hang out with her. Right?
Because Trace is there. Is that?
I know, right? I mean, come on, Kevin. You can hook me up, right?
Right? Yeah.
Maybe I'll be Mrs. Indiana. Maybe that will get me
there you go.
a ticket in.
That would get you probably walked up on the stage.
I know, right?
Rob would have to
where
handle
are you,
that.
Rob?
Right.
Mrs. Indiana here. Come on.
I'm surprised he's not on yet. But yeah.
No.
You're-
He'll watch this. He'll do a replay.
Oh yeah, he will. He watches
He
almost
knows me.
everything. You're a busy lady.
I
You-
am.
The
I
Fair
enjoy it,
Queen, the
though.
Fall Foliage. When is Miss Indiana? That's in 2
Mrs.
weeks.
Indiana is May 6th and 7th in South Bend, Indiana at the Century Center. So big time.
You're under the clock right now on that.
I am.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
You nervous?
I am really excited about it. I've had a little bit of an issue with my evening gown that I'm still struggling a little bit with.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't even really know. I have a dress, but it's not working for me right now. So I'm not for sure if it might have to be changed, and I'm only 2 weeks out. So we'll see what we can put together. Oh, challenges make us stronger, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get
I'll
it down.
figure something out.
I have to ask you this on the air.
Yes, absolutely.
Are we going to be seeing your business back up and running?
I know.
Soon?
So I'm also the.
I hate to bring your business with, but
I'm glad you asked me that because I get asked that a lot, and I'm sure people are questioning that. So I'm also an entrepreneur. Well, I'm a mom of 4, which is the biggest job I ever have.
That should keep you busy enough, right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm also an entrepreneur. I have 2 businesses. One with my mom. It's Martinsville Academy Gymnastics, and then I also about 4 years ago started the Rhinestone Hanger Boutique, which is a local online. We do a show boutique, and I've taken a break for about 8 months now, but we will be back. If you're watching and you're one of my loyal followers, we will be back. COVID was tough on us. That was a challenge. But it's been nice to have this break, kind of reconfigure things and then get back full force.
One of the funnest shows we ever did is you did your show.
I know, and I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh.
You did your show while we were live in the same room.
Yes. You guys were like holding up the items for me. And this is women's fashion. And Kevin.
I think we had Ramey was in here, myself and Billy.
Yes, Ramey
which
was
is
in
not
here.
Good.
And you guys were trying on the hats. And, it was so much
Pocket
fun. That's something I will always remember. Yeah. Yes. That was kind of the building of our relationship, our friendship.
Yep. Yes, it was. So you got that coming back. Mm-hmm. You have a full slate this summer. So.
I do, but I like it.
But we need to get the Fair Queen contest sponsors and contestants. And
if you're watching and you're interested, please just contact me. I'm easy. We're willing to work with you, and we will help your business or whatever organization that you're with. We will help you. We'll come out and do some things for you.
Yeah. Well, the thing that got me was and it struck a chord when you said the girls don't have a lot to eat that week, money-wise. And here I say, hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars. Then, like 3 months later, I see him out there every day. It escapes my mind. And 3 months later, James like, hey, did you ever give that money? I was like, no, I didn't. And I hate myself for it. So,
it's life. And they survived. We had a good year last year.
What happened? We taught them a lesson right then.
I know. They're like, whoa, we have to really fend for ourselves.
It was basically, when the fall foliage rolled around, it was a lot of the same girls. And so I was glad we could help then.
Yeah,
so.
And you did. That was tremendous, and that was a huge help.
Yeah.
Fall foliage is really great. They have a pretty nice setup for the Queen contest. Yeah. They definitely don't leave you hanging, so I'm really appreciative for that.
But there's no reason the fair can't be the same way.
No, the Fair's a great big organization.
Yes.
And we're working towards that. I think that they're seeing a change with me coming in the door, and hopefully that's a good change, and that they'll see the importance of making this program something special for our community.
Who's in charge now? Is it Mr. Fisher, or is it still I put you on the spot, didn't I?
Brett, no, but Brett was last year. Yeah. We have a new, and oh my gosh, Steve.
It's not Lede, is it?
No, gosh. This is what happens when you're almost 45. And
whatever.
Brock.
Steve Brock.
Not Steve Brock. Brock is the last name, but not Steve. Steve Brock is an EMT.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Will you call Mr. Brock and say, look, we need
Brock,
more
where
cash.
are you? I just saw him at Subway the other day too, and that's terrible. That's what happens. I'm telling you, when I hit 40, my brain just doesn't work the same way.
But that's all right.
Yes,
Fisher's still out there, though.
And he's willing to work with
Brock
me.
Lesnar.
What?
That's not, that's a WWF guy. You know who that is.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Billy, he should be in here. He should have come in tonight. We might have done boutique in here tonight, so.
I know, right? We should have, maybe that's what we should do is when I go back live the first night.
Back in here.
Right with Porch Time.
You got all this room.
Rhinestone Hanger Boutique reunion.
Yep.
Let's make it happen. We can do it.
I'm game. As long as we've got our Star Search starts Monday night, and then now Hour of Hope seems to be taking off. But other than that, unless I got a Sunday show, my nights are open.
Yeah, but thank you so much, Kevin, for having me and allowing me to come in and talk about these topics.
We can't always shake the money tree, and I hate that. But there's no reason that you can't hit close to $3,000 or somewhere around there. Sponsorship for the Morgan County Fair Queen. Mm-hmm. Look, you're talking Morgan County, not Martinsville. Yeah. You're talking Mooresville, Monrovia, Eminence.
Yes. I mean, Morgan County is a big county.
All those businesses could be attached to. There's some business out there right now could drop $3,000 on you and be the Morgan County Fair Queen, sponsored by
whatever
Billy's
their business.
Beard
Absolutely,
Oil.
100%.
Yep.
I'm willing to take that on. Yes. Like I said, I think a lot of times because the fair's held here in Martinsville, other parts of the county maybe are feel left out.
Yeah.
And I'm really thankful because I had like a girl reach out to me from Monrovia this year, and she's like, hey, I want to be a part of this. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, we want you.
But see, here's the thing. Most of your pork producers are from the Monrovia area.
Yep.
A lot of your beef people, your cattle people are from out by Eminence. And all those different tents are scattered throughout. Yeah. So, I mean, there's obviously connections throughout the county.
Yeah.
I think that's something, and maybe marketing it after the contest while the fair's running. Then go to them. We can go to them and say, hey, next year, we want to do this. Give us some contact numbers because we have some ideas and we want to get a hold of all of you people.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be a benefit to you, especially if you're only getting $500 to put a pageant on. I couldn't put a pageant on with me and Billy.
And I get it. Like, you know, it's kind of scary when you're dealing with like an individual. Here I am, the director of the Morgan County Fair Queen contest. But if they feel like they want to go to the actual fair,
right.
And, you know, do that transaction or whatever sponsorship, because I know that, you know,
I'm sure they have an account there.
I don't know this girl, but they can also do that. They can go directly to the fair office.
Is there an account set up at the foundation also, probably?
Yes.
More than likely? Yeah.
They have that all set up. So they don't have to go directly through me.
That's what we run into a lot. But we've done enough where they're like, hey, we'll send you the check to you. And the first one, I'm like, hey, I don't want that because then I got to put it in my account and then transfer it over.
Yes.
But they trust us and they know that the money's going to get where they need to go. But there is a foundation and we do all that. But
and for tax purposes, if they want to, you know, get.
I know. And every year I'm like, don't tell them we made, because that's not true.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, I made $350,000.
Well, that's not. Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Check that account.
Yeah, I need your job.
Yeah, right.
I know how it works.
I would be doing this every single day. If that was the case.
You wouldn't even need to do your own.
No, not at all. What's up, Paul? I'll call you back in a little bit, buddy. I apologize. Hello, Denise.
Yes.
Anyway,
yes,
we need you one big sponsor.
One big sponsor.
$3,000.
And like I said, even if we have tiny sponsors, it all helps. And like I said, you know, this is growing an amazing program for the girls and women in our community.
What you do is you message Ramey and tell him, look, I need a sponsor. And it could be Morgan County Fair Queen, sponsored by Andrew Ramey.
Where is Andrew?
He bought a house on the south side of Indy. We don't see him anymore.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Yeah.
He's a fun guy.
Oh, and he's still doing his stuff too. So
he's still playing video games?
No, he's just a content person now, and I can't even. He's hilarious. He makes videos, and he. Any way of setting up a Cash App or something for people to donate.
I think that, you know, those things are always positive, but I think a lot of people, especially nowadays in these times, that people are very skeptical on things like that. I know even with my boutique, a lot of people are like, oh, you use PayPal or you know, they're
I always go Venmo and they use the Square.
Yes.
Is that what it is now?
Yep.
I think Square would be good.
Yes. And I have Venmo. I mean, we have all those things set up. But like I said, you know, just for the security reasons, if somebody is willing and it's a rather big donation wants to go directly to the...
Contact the Morgan County Fair office.
There's Kathy who works in the office, and I know Kathy really well, and she'll be able to help you guys out.
Yeah. Any way to get cash, though.
Anyway.
Yeah, call her up and put it in her hand. That's the biggest thing. So bring the cash.
Bring the cash to help these girls.
Well, Jamie, we will keep pushing this.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for having me on.
Anytime, you know that.
And you guys just say a huge prayer for me in 2 weeks when I'm on the stage in South Bend. I'm really looking forward to this, and I want to represent Morgan County as Mrs. Indiana.
Now, if you win, you got to definitely come back before.
I will.
And we want to see the crown and the sash.
Yes,
and, then,
and I'll put the sash and crown on you, and you can do your little pageant wave.
And then... when you go to Vegas, you got to take porch time with you.
Oh, you want to go? Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh my god!
Live remote for Vegas. I would love it.
Well, hello, all these beautiful women. I mean,
I'm going there to play Texas Hold'em.
Oh, it's all about the gambling and not the women. I see. I see how you are.
We'll discuss that off air.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys.
It's crowded with a lot of extremely attractive women. Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Anyway.
All right. Well, thank you, Kevin.
Jamie, thank you so much. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Help these guys out. Yes. It's kind of frustrating to me because this is the second year in a row, and I know they're always hurting for cash, and it should not be that way. And if I honestly thought we could do a fundraiser and raise the money
Yeah.
for $3,000, I would put one together in no time and have it happen. But we also know that we just did one for $8,000. We're doing sponsors for our golf tournament and
It's
things
a lot.
like that.
You take on a lot.
We have a lot going on, but there's no reason we can't put together
Oh,
a little bit of cash.
Dalton Bailey said he'll.
There you go.
$50.
$50.
Thanks, Dalton. I appreciate that.
Now
That's
you're-
Michael's cousin.
Now you're 2,000.
That's a relative. He's
Oh,
great.
okay.
Yeah.
Dalton's a good guy. He always is on the show,
Mhm.
always interacts, always engaged, and always participates one way or another. So
Yep.
we
I've known
appreciate
him
her.
since he was a little guy.
Really?
Yeah.
You know a lot of people, though.
Yeah.
You're
Thank you,
amazing.
Dalton. I appreciate it.
That's awesome, Dalton.
All right.
All right, Jamie.
Thank you.
Good luck, and we will get back a hold of you and
Yes,
have you
sir.
on air with your crown and everything
I know.
else.
Thank you. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Like I said, 3 times the charm, right?
Yes. Guys, we will see you Sunday afternoon. I will have Peggy Mayfield in here at 7 p.m. Sunday evening, and I'll probably go live Saturday night because why not? I don't have anything else to do, probably. No, I'm teasing on that. I don't know. I'm supposed to have maybe another guest come in tomorrow. We'll see, but if not, we'll see you Sunday. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy your Friday night.
I know. It doesn't seem like Friday, but
No, it
yes,
doesn't.
have fun.
It's going to be nice
safe.
tomorrow. We'll see you guys.
Bye.